Okay, so tonight we're going to practice and review cause and effect. Let's make this bigger. Okay, so cause and effect. What is cause and effect? A writer is able to show the connection between events in a story by organizing information into cause and effect. A cause is a force or influence that produces an effect. In other words, the cause is why something happens. Okay, so the cause is why something happens. Why did Miss Fernley trip and fall in the classroom? Because she tripped on the wires. Okay, so the cause is why. She tripped on the wires, which caused her to fall. An effect is a result or consequence of a force or action. In other words, the effect is what happens. Miss Fernley tripped on the wires and fell. Okay, so tripped being the cause, fell being the effect. So remember, cause is why, effect is what. Might want to make a note of that. Cause is why, the effect is what happened. Oops. Okay, so we're going to start taking a look at some cause and effect words, things that might be, that show us that's cause and effect. So I'll read this to you first. The brand new student walked in the door and the class went silent. Hence, the teacher greeted the new student and showed him to his desk. The new student smiled shyly at his classmates. Therefore, they smiled in return. Because the student was new, the class went around in a circle and told the boy their names. He then told them his name was Todd and he had to go to a new school because his dad had just changed jobs. The teacher asked the class to start their new math assignment with a partner, and she consequently spent the next 10 minutes showing Todd around the classroom. So there's words that can show us that we're dealing with cause and effect. So let's take a look at it sentence by sentence and see if we can determine what words show us that there's a cause and effect, and see if we can figure out which one's the cause and which one's the effect. So first off, the brand new student walked in the door and the class went silent. Okay, the brand new student walked in the door and the class went silent. First thing that could tell me that this is a cause and effect would be this right here. Oops. I don't know why I just did that. Sorry. And. Okay? That could kind of tell me that I'm dealing with cause and effect. So what would be my cause? Okay, the brand new student walked in the door and the class went silent. I would say walked in the door, right? The new student walked in the door, and then, therefore, the class went silent. All right? Hence, the teacher greeted the new student and showed him to his desk. Okay? This is another thing that could show us cause and effect right here. It's hence. Okay, so then that would change my cause and effect. The brand new student walked in the door and the class went silent. That is my cause. And the effect is the teacher greeted the new student and showed him to his desk. Okay, so this would be my cause. And the effect was that the teacher greeted the new student and showed him to his desk. All right. The new student smiled shyly at his classmates. Therefore, they smiled in return. There's another cause and effect word, therefore. Okay, so if that's my cause and effect word, what would be my cause? What would be my effect? Okay, I'd say my new cause, my new cause would be the student smiled shyly at his classmates, so he smiled. And then the effect would be they smiled in return. I smile at you, you smile at me. Because the student was new, the class went around in a circle and told the boy their names. He then told them his name was Todd and he had to go to a new school because his dad had just changed jobs. Okay, lots of cause and effect here. Because is a good cause and effect word. Because the student was new, the class went around in a circle and told the boy their names. Okay. Okay, so the cause then would be the class went around and told the boy their names because the student was new. He then told them his name was Todd and he had to go to a new school because his dad just changed jobs. Okay? Another cause and effect word. He had to go to a new school because his dad changed jobs. So my cause would be his dad changed jobs, and the effect was he had to go to a new school. The teacher asked the class to start their new math assignments with a partner, and she consequently spent the next 10 minutes showing Todd around the classroom. Consequently. Okay? Another good cause and effect word. The teacher asked the class to start their new math assignments with a partner, and she consequently spent the next 10 minutes showing Todd around the classroom. Okay? So the cause, teacher asked the students to start their math. The effect was so she could have some time to walk Todd around the classroom. Okay, so in this one, we're going to rearrange the words in each column to make complete cause and effect sentences. Okay, so here's our beginning, here's our cause or effect word, and then our ending. So what could we do here? Let's look at it like this. So it's a little bit easier to look at all at once. Okay. I don't know what the label's for. Okay, so the book fell, blank, and then an ending. Okay, so how am I going to figure this out? The book fell. So what could possibly happen when a book falls? What could happen when a book falls? Okay, well, an earthquake could cause a book to fall, right? Okay, so the book fell, blank of an earthquake. The book fell, blank of an earthquake. Okay, so the book fell because of an earthquake. How about the girl screamed? What would happen if a girl screamed? Or what could make her scream? Remember, it doesn't go cause and then an effect. It could go an effect and then a cause. Just like the book fell was an effect. The cause was an earthquake. Okay, so the girl screamed because she got to sit down and rest? Probably not. Because she saw a snake? Maybe. The girl screamed and helped her with her homework? No. Girl screamed because she got 100%? Maybe. Because the 100% one or the snake one would probably work. So I'm going to go with the snake one. This girl screamed because she saw a snake. Alright. After the race, he blank. After the race, he did something. After the race, he got to sit down and rest. Okay. After the race, he got 100%. After the race, I helped her with her homework. I helped her with her homework. Okay, that doesn't make sense. So after the race, got to sit down and rest. I'm going to go with that. So is it therefore, after the race, he therefore got to sit down and rest? Or after the race, he finally got to sit down and rest? Or after the race, he since got to sit down and rest? I'm going to say after the race, he finally got to sit down and rest. That makes a good sentence. Okay, I studied for the test. Blank, I helped her with her homework. Or I studied for the test. Blank, I got 100%. Okay, I'm going to go say 100% goes with test. So I studied for the test, therefore I got 100%. Or I studied for the test since I got 100%. Okay? Therefore makes better sense. Okay? Alright, she's been my friend since I helped her with her homework. That makes great sense for a sentence. So I'm going to go with that. And that is how we make sentences with cause and effect. Alright, so we're going to click below to reveal some words that writers use to show cause and effect. So you might want to take notes on this. So, some words that writers use to show cause and effect. Because, as a result of. Let's just go down the line for cause. So cause, because, the reason for, on account of, bring about, okay? Something could bring about change. Give rise to, since is a good cause word. And tried to is also a good cause word. Or not. Okay, how about effects? Effects are outcomes, finally, therefore would indicate an effect, consequently, and then. Then and so. Okay, so make notes of those words. That can show you that you're looking for cause and effect. Okay, so for your WSQ, I want you to write a summary telling me what cause and effect is and how I can tell which is which. Teach me about cause and effect. And we'll see you in the morning.